Lisa says, so confusing to me why friend and family wants discounts. They know you. They want, you know them. Just put the mirror on yourself. Why shouldn't they? Like, why do they want discounts? Because they're your friend? Well, why do you not want to give them a discount? They're your friend. Like, what I'm saying is, if we all just spend zero energy of being mad at our customers, zero, and take all that energy, all that yapping with your, do you know who listens to you complain? Other people that complain. I promise you, if we were friends and relatives and you called me with that dumb shit of like, fuck Ron, he was always trying to get a deal. I'm like, say no. Well, Gary, I need, oh, you need that $1,500. You want 2,000, but you'll take the 1,500. So stop being a hypocrite. Let's make a commitment, all hands in on this ignition seminar, all hands in, all collectively, that we never again, all hands in, that we never again, ever again, blame our customers. They have the right in a capitalistic environment like America to ask, but you have the power to say no. And if you say yes, don't listen to where I'm at a different point in my career now. We now say no to people who want to pay us $2 million a year to do our services when we were ecstatic to take $5,000 a month 14 years ago. So know where you're at, but when you say yes, own it. People are like, Gary, are you so tired and exhausted? I'm like, I made this bed. I'm a hungry entrepreneur. I made my bed. I have to sleep in it. You think I'm going to complain about being tired when I'm living in my bed that I made? You've got to live in the bed you make. If you say yes, you say yes, but you only have to do it that 1 year. You're allowed to ask for more the next year. And if they say no, you're allowed to say yes. You're not a pushover. Do you know how many times I've negotiated and be like, I can't do it, Dawn. Logan, you're out of your mind. I can't do it for less than 30K. Logan's like, 20K, bro. And then at 11:59 before it hits 12, I'm like, fine, I'll do it for 20K. I like you, Logan. You shaved your beard. We'll do it this year, right? Like, you're in full control. And I don't feel like I'm a pushover or a loser in that situation because I didn't win that current kind of negotiation. I feel like I was in control of making my decision at the last minute that worked for me. And whether you give free to your family, like I see Jennifer, or if you charge them double, you're just in control, and you're wasting a lot of energy overthinking it based on your own insecurities, not what they're doing wrong. That this is an insular game, that you take your 2 index fingers and you put them in your ears and you worry about nothing besides you and what you can do, about what you need to do. Forget about it. If you do not want to use technology after the motivation that we've done here for an hour, mazel tov, good for you. But if you get your ass kicked the next 2 or 3 years, you better own it, and don't tell me that it's fucking Elon Musk's fault or America's fault or the Democrats' fault or the Republicans' fault. Fucking fingers and ears, you're in full control, 100% in control, 100. You're 100% in control, okay? You are 100% in control, not 99. And with that, you will start making decisions that can make you much happier. And whether that's to go harder at technology after today, I'm telling you, I saw some of you jump into this. I'm so pumped. The number one way to have a happier life and a more productive life in service businesses is never blaming your customer. I'm so pumped we got that in serendipitously here. Because you'll see what happens. It just changes everything. You start hiring another person, you start charging more, you actually fire 2 people. By the way, if you can afford it, because some of you can't, but no one should treat you nasty. You don't understand how much it's costing you. And I know all of you have that 1 or 2 client that just curse at you, or, like you're all humans. You probably missed some sort of $538 rebate. Somehow they figured it out. They call you in fucking June and you're a piece of shit. Fuck that shit. Do not allow anyone to be overly nasty. Once in a blue moon, maybe their mom's dying from a disease you didn't know. Like, if somebody's proved to you that they're a good human being and they have a bad moment, we have to have stability and capacity for that. But if someone's consistently shown you that they're not a nice person and they're paying you to beat you up to get their anger and hurt out on you because you're a service provider, you fire that customer. I mean that right now. I mean, again, or you're where I was 14 years ago and all of us were. Maybe you're in that year 1, 2, 3 where you really need it. or maybe you just put your kid in private school and like you just need it, and like that's okay, because now you're doing it for a reason. I eat shit constantly, even at the level that I play out, because I know why I'm doing it. So this, one big game, Maddie, of self-awareness is my final piece of advice. One big game of self-awareness and self-love for yourself, about yourself, but hold yourself accountable. No excuses. Matt, do you know how crazy it is how many people spend their entire life complaining about what their parents fucked up, as if they're not fucking up their kids?
Oh, my sister's a therapist. I get all the skinny. Lots.
It's like constant. It's like what? Okay, but what? You're 49, Johnny. What are you gonna do about it? Like, I get it. Your mom fucked up. Cool. Everyone's mom fucked up. Like accountability is the gateway to happiness. There is no bad customers. There's just bad behavior that you created to create a bad customer. Mm-hmm. And if they're bad, no, that's you being strategic to eat some shit to get to the next place. We actually have our whole lives backwards. You should be doing the most high risk, high reward work from 20 to 30. The problem is that's when everybody expects you to grow up. I think, and grow up has transferred in our modern society to safe. I think that everybody under 30 should be tasting everything to get a better sense of what they're interested in. So I'd like you to call your parents and tell them, if they are, or they may not be, I don't want any more money from you. And then I want you, and then I want you to go on a plane and go to Scotland for no reason. Listen, I get tens of thousands of DMs from kids that are in their 20s and 30s that have deep underlying resentment and depression because their parents are quietly paying for their lives. Which I then tell them, like, don't take the money, jerk. But there's almost nothing worse than a parent subsidizing secretly their child's grown-up life. It will eventually be exposed and talked about, and I can't wait, because a lot of the underlying depression that is confusing people is actually coming from those sources.